Good day everyone. Today we are starting the Python preview course of this program. We will be covering the basics and the basics of Python, the basics of everything, the basics of computer programming and knowing why was computer programming even made, why was it used, why were computers invented and so on, why were things and why were computer automated machines made, because it is the main thing that drives the technology in the current focus. We will be studying data science with Python with Ariman, your buddy. So, have you ever guessed why were computers made? Originally, Charles Babbage got the idea for the difference engine in 1820s when he was verifying mathematical tables and decided that the job was a steam engine. He built a small prototype, just a small search engine, for the two working models of his final design. It is quite fascinating. The different engine is a special purpose computer for polynomial interpolation. He got the idea and made several designs for a general purpose numeric computer called the analytic engine that was never built. The ideas, the researches, the things, they were continually going on, and people came out with a final product, a computer. The computer was a technology breaking invention, as most of the people who didn't know about computers, the people who knew, such as the government, the academic curiosity, and the stock control, mainly the stock control, wanted the control of computers as so to avoid the hectic task taken by humans to complete, which were performed by computers easily and within a limited amount of time. So let's see what will we be learning with Ariman in data science with Python. So the focus of our main course is, first we'll learn what problem solving is. Problem solving is basically not only related to computers but daily life. If I wanted to move a chair from the table, how will I do it? If I wanted to cook a perfect or a specific recipe of a food, how will we do it? The problem solving is the paradigm of things that we see in our daily lives. Next, we'll learn why Python. We'll learn why did we choose Python for our special course for this course, why not any other programming languages that any computer geeks might have heard, such as C++, Java, R, Kotlin, Scala, or any such things. We will learn why only Python, why Python is the most basic to the most advanced tool that we can use to have it in our project. Next, we'll learn Python, because if we are learning why to use Python, we need to learn how do we use Python. We'll become a zero to a hero. The next thing and our main focus of our course will be Python libraries. If we are learning data science and only sticking to the basics that most people know, we will never get to know about computer science or Python basically, because the main focus of our course is data science and making a project through it, and also learning some break break-taking technologies in Python. We will learn through it. We will learn about various Python libraries such as NumPy, TensorFlow, Pandas, etc. Next, and the last but not the least, combining all these problems and all these things, we'll have a data science project, that will help us understand the main thing better, and it will be fun as you can brag it to your friends that you made an automated machine that does things which a normal person wouldn't know, or even a computer geek who has not studied much in Python wouldn't even know. Next, the things that we will learn through data science project will also enhance your problem solving skills, as while the project learning process, you will learn how to go through things, how to problem solve basic things that a normal person wouldn't if he wouldn't apply his basic and analytical and logical thinking. Okay, so let's learn So let's learn why Python is necessary for us. What is Python and the problem solving skills? So first let us come to the main algorithm. Do you know what an algorithm is? Algorithms are the basic and the steps that we need to solve any problem, be it computers or daily life. For example, if we want to cook noodles, the algorithm to it would be that first we take out water in a pan and then we boil it. Boiling it will and then we'll steam it, and then until it's steamed we add the noodles and then all the ingredients that are necessary for making the noodles taste a bit better. That would be the algorithm. Similarly, to find the sum of two numbers, that is n and m, the procedure would be we enter two numbers, we take two numbers such as n and m. N and m will be variables. Variables are things that store data in them, particularly integers. So n and m would be containing any integer which you put, such as n. Let's take an example of n is equals to 2 and m is equals to 3. Then we sum it up and save the result in a variable named sum, because if we have to display the sum, or we have to show the user, or we have to show ourselves the sum, we will need to have a hang on the things, we will have to need to have the things that we need, and then we will display the things. So here's algorithm. First, beginning means that whenever we take a sum of the whenever we start a problem, we have to begin. If you don't start a work, if you want to start a work or you want to finish a work, you need to start a work. So we begin our program, input n and m as variables. You can take a, b, or any other character input such as a, b, c, d, or any string integer, but for right now let's focus on n and m. N and m will contain any integers which you put, such as 2, 3, 4, 5, 37, 607, or complex numbers such as 167E102 and 167EC to the power 102321. Then we will add the sum of it. The box column shows the procedure or the decision making. Right now we don't have any decision making, so it will proceed as normal. Then we store the sum. We store the sum, such as if it is 2 plus 3, the sum will store is equals to 5. If it is 4 and 5, the sum will store is equals to 9. Then since we have the output of the addition of numbers in sum, we output it, we display it to the user that 4 plus 5, or the addition of the given integers was 9, or the sum that we intended to show. And next we'll end. This was a very simple program, and if you're serious about learning algorithms, you need to have a deep knowledge or deep learning into the algorithms book that you may find on Amazon. Okay, so now let's take a look about decision making trees. Decision making trees are those trees in which we perform decisions, such as in daily life. If you want to choose between college, office, or work, we'll choose the pathway of our office. Either we go from our office to college in a direct road, or we go through a shortcut taking or either we go through a shortcut taking it through the college. It may happen that if the long road is damaged, it may happen that you made the short road. That is known as decision making. So let's have a look at finding a number, whether it is odd or even, in a computer language. Okay, so what is the basic ideology about finding an odd and even? If the number leaves a remainder divided by 2 is equals to 0, the number is even, else it's odd, be it 1, 3, 4, 5, or anything. Or the main ideology is that if the last numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0, then the number is even, else if the last digit of a big long integer is 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, the number is an odd. Right now, let's not focus on the operator, we are just focusing on the algorithm. So, beginning our program, we see that we take an input from the user in a variable n. Now, we'll talk about variables a bit later, but for now, let's understand that variables are a thing in which we store data, as I talked about it earlier. We take a value in the variable n, and then we take another variable remainder in which we will store n modulus 2. Now let us not again focus on modulus 2, and just remember that modulus is a sign not of percentage as in basic language, but it is a sign in computer programming that shows us the remainder of objects or things or integers. Then this क्या बोलते हैं इसको? This diamond shows us that now is the time for a decision making. The decision is in remainder, we store the remainder of the number when modulated by 2. If the remainder is equals to 0, that is it's true, then the output will be even, that is the output to the computers will be even, that the number was even. And if remainder is not equals to 0 and any other number such as 1357 or any other number which we think, then the decision making tree will focus on false, that is n is odd. Either ways, we will get either n is even, the number was even, and the number was odd on the display screen, and then the program ends. Similarly, taking a deeper look into more complex problem solving things, a loop decision making tree, that is until the statement becomes false or the situation becomes false, we stay in the loop. Such as if we want to take out the sum of the first 50 integers, this construction is called as loop this construction is called as loop because we have to stay in the loop until we increment the number of the value in number and store the sum of it. We begin the number, we take the variable number is equals to 1 and the variable sum in which we will store the sum of first 50 numbers as 0. We then enter the decision making diagram. If the number is less than equal to 50, that is since the number is 1 in the first stage, the condition is true. We go towards sum is equals to 0 and the number is equals to 1. Sum is equals to 0 plus 1 is equals to 1. Okay, the sum is equals to 1. Now and then the sum is stored as 1 and the number is incremented by 1. We go again. If we take it now, since the number is 2, the number is still less than equal to 50. The condition is true and the loop repeats until the number here is 49 and 49 plus 1 number is equals to 50. Since 50 is less than or equal to 50, it will once again be the condition be true and the number will be incremented to 51. Now since 51 is not less than or equal to 50, the decision making diamond becomes false and then it displays the output of the sum, the sum of the first 50 numbers, and then the program ends.